Привіт, мене звати Поліна Орлова, і я мультидисциплінарна художниця з Криму. І це мій перший раз, коли я приїхала у Helikon арт-центр на резиденцію. Переважно я працюю з текстильними інсталяціями та об'єктами, використовуючи такі матеріали, як тканина, нитки, сіль, сажа та дзеркало. У своїй практиці я досліджую час та трансформацію матеріалів. Мене дуже цікавить момент, коли матеріал може трансформуватись впливом світла, часу, хімічних процесів та фізичного втручання. Під час цієї резиденції я хочу створити нову текстильну інсталяцію. Я думаю про тканину, яка схожа щось подібне на шкіру. Ця інсталяція досліджує як життєвий опит, залишає сліди, які залишаються з нами і створюють і трансформують нас в того, ким ми є.
Immigrant artists who were born in different countries and now are moved to other countries, but this time we are not only including immigrant artists. Some of you I know that didn't move anywhere. Yeah, so our main purpose is to unite different artists, give them an area to present themselves, to make them visible and give them opportunity to collaborate with each other and to feel like at home even if they are not at their home country. Hello, I'm Alsu. I'm the creator of this residency and I'm also the creator of Rubezh project. It is a project for immigrant artists. We have artists born in 25 countries and now based on 5 continents. And these days we're finally uniting some of them in one space here in Helikon. The topic of our residency is the lost world. It has a lot of meanings, like the world, hidden world that is waiting to be discovered. Something imaginary that doesn't exist, but you can travel there. Or something like historical thing. The world that existed but doesn't exist anymore and will not exist in the future. Yeah. What about this residency? I think that Helikon is also something like a lost world, like a hidden treasure, you know. It's very interesting for me to live here and to speak with Arhan about the history of this place, about his life, very interesting and impressive life. And about our artists, I'm so happy that they were interested in our theme. So they are very involved in our conception. They told me a lot of personal stories connected with the lost world, about their losts and new lives, and that's why I'm sure that the final exhibition will be great. They will make a lot of strong projects because sustainability is very important and they are full of it. And about myself, maybe even me will make something like a project, but project, it is a secret. because I didn't figure out what it would be. That's it. Thank you.
All my life, I don't make any plan. Just I sleep, another day I wake up and I make something. Just this. Helikon is starting like this. Orhan Özçalık, Helikon'un kurulduğu, var olduğu topraklarda doğdu. Daha sonra işte lise, üniversite derken felsefe eğitiminden sonra sanata başladı. Bu etkinlikleri 15 yıldır yapıyoruz burada. Helikon Art Center'ın kurucusuyum. Tamamen rastlantısal gelişen bir sürecin sonunda oldu. Planlı bir şey değildi. Tüm hayatımda olduğu gibi ve yaşamımda ve sanata hayatımda olduğu gibi tamamen rastlantısal kurulan bir süreç. Ama çok başarılı bir biçimde etkinliklere devam ediyoruz. Bu etkinlik benim için özel bir etkinlik. İlk defa Rubezh gibi ya da Helikon gibi diyelim, yani bir etkinlikle ortak bir çalışma yürütüyoruz. Daha önce böyle hiçbir çalışma yapmamıştık. O yüzden Alsu'ya teşekkür ediyorum. Gerçekten iyi bir küratör. Seçtiği sanatçılar da çok iyi sanatçılar. Burada izlediğim kadarıyla mutlu oluyorlar. Daha önce Helikon'a gelen sanatçılar gibi. Üretim süreçlerinde baskı yok, özgürce üretim yapabiliyorlar. İstedikleri gibi yaşayabiliyorlar. Belli bir disiplinimiz Helikon'da hiçbir zaman olmadı. İşte şu saatte kalkılacak, şu saatte yatılacak diye. Çünkü biz doğrudan sanatçılarla çalışıyoruz. Tek tek sanatçılarla bir şekilde elimden geldiği kadar yardım etmek istiyorum. Çünkü aynı zamanda bu sanat merkezi, Helikon Sanat Merkezi bir deneyim alanı da oluyor sanatçılar için. İlk defa değişik malzemeler kullanmak isteyen sanatçılar oluyor. Mermerdir, ahşaptır, bunun gibi. Onlara elimizden geldiği kadar yardım etmeye çalışıyoruz. Thank you Lena, thank you Alsu, Olga, Gracianova, yeah, Leila. We make a one team, Helikon team. With people working. Just I'm drinking alcohol. Sometimes I make some sculpture. It's okay.
I'm Olga Grichanova. I was born in Penza, Russia, and the last 4 years I'm living in Tbilisi, Georgia. I'm animator and sculptor, and I work with ceramic, wood, and found objects. This is my 4th time in Helikon. Actually, since the first time, I feel here like home, and I need to go here every year. So this year too. And my work in this residency inspired by Catholic Vietnamese sculpture. I brought some ceramic parts for it, and I will work with wood here. So let's see how it be.
like at the edge and continue it inside, so it's like 3/4 almost.
Привет, меня зовут Артем Думов, художник-график и скульптор. Это моя первая резиденция, я очень взволнован по поводу этой возможности и очень рад встретить людей с такими разными бэкграундами. Тема моих работ часто архаические, они связаны с силами, преследующими человеческое общество и имеющими собственные агентности. Например, на этой резиденции я делаю работу, точнее даже серию работ, посвященных фигуре архаического праотца. Эта фигура часто возникает как в домодерных, так и модерных обществах. И мой интерес к этому феномену связан с собственным поиском инициатических практик и в целом любовью к антропологии, фольклористике.
لیلا صمیمی هستم، مجسمه سازم. این سومین باریه که به هلیکون میام. خیلی جای جذابیه واسه هنرمندا برای اینکه هر جوری که دلشون میخوان کارشون رو بکنن. محیط آرومیه. برای این رزیدنسی هم توجه به موضوعی که داشت من خواستم که از تمدن خودمون و از معماری خودمون الهام بگیرم کار کنم و حالا کارمو شروع کردم. امیدوارم که خوب پیش بره و اون چیزی که دلم میخواد از آب در بیاد. از اورهان و همه دوستا، آسو، احمد و همه تشکر میکنم برای زحمتایی که کشیدن. مرسی.
Hi, I'm Dana Bedreva. I'm a new media artist working across different media. I made sculptures, made generative art, made interactive system and combined together in immersive installation. Also this year I made olfactory art. This is my first time in Helikon art residency and first time when I come here I was so nervous, but then I met Orhan, the owner of this residency. I felt it like home, and now Helikon is extension of a home, and it means a lot for me because I live abroad. Last year I worked with marble first time, and thanks to Orhan I made my first sculpture just in 3 days, and I totally fell in love to this material. This time I'm here not only as artist, I'm also part of organizer team. For this residency, I want to create another marble sculpture. The topic of residency is Lost World. So I will make something like laboratory for growing up organ which can search hidden worlds. But experiment went wrong, and instead of searching new worlds, this organ started creating new worlds, and it was with glitches, with some errors. And the organ will be carved from marble, and they make projection for the walls with these new worlds. And I just started make a sketch from the clay, but I think I will simplify it for the marble, and we'll see what it will be in 2 weeks.
Now we...
My name is Radu. I am a Romanian artist based in the Netherlands. I've been living in the Netherlands for almost 5 years. And in my artistic practice, I deal mostly with identity, memory, and also masculinity. What I'm most interested in is, let's say, the process in which we come to understand our identity. It's on one hand like quite philosophical, but it's also on one end quite practical. I will give you a very practical example. I invited all of my friends in the Netherlands for dinner, and I said I will make traditional Romanian food. And when all of my friends came and we looked at the dish, literally everyone had the same dish but with different names. So we realized that we share a common culture, especially in the, let's say, Balkan world, but we, of course, now live within the context of ethnicities, nationalities, and so on. So we like to think that everything is like super in order and super classified labels and all of that, but I think reality shows us that we're more like at different intersections in our identities and our ways of going through life and all of that, and we just walk from border to border, both like physically and philosophically, or whatever, figuratively. So I'm quite interested in those moments of bridging, on those moments of transition, especially in terms of identity. For the theme of Rubezh, the residency covers or has the title The Lost World, and it covers the themes of how we come to understand the people behind us, or like what was life like for our ancestors. Is there something to learn from that? Is there a possibility to bring maybe their knowledge or their way of life back into the modern world? This is the way that I understood it. So I thought for the residency, the thing that I would want to focus on is would be my ongoing project with my goat costumes. So in Romania, we have this tradition for New Year's Eve of dressing up in these either the goat or the bear costume, and the idea is that you channel this animal within you, and the animal itself also becomes a symbol for rebirth. So within the tradition itself, you're supposed to dance. The animal dies at one point and then is reborn with the help of the community. The idea is basically that as the old year dies, a new one begins, or is a new year is at the horizon. So the goat is in my case, the goat is a symbol for this sort of rebirth, for the sort of good fortune, and limitless possibilities. It is also, to me, a symbol of migration, because wherever you go, you always take yourself, and part of that identity that you call yourself is, of course, your culture. For the more pragmatically, I guess, or like more concretely, I'm working on a new goat costume. You can imagine that this will become a goat somehow, and yeah, it's nice for me to go back to these traditions. The goat costume is like a pagan, ancient custom, and so to be able to have 2 weeks to just focus solely on this and go back to my roots, and also be inspired by the context of Helikon, the context of
Hello, my name is Rubezh. I'm a flute player. I have a background in classical music, and this is my first time being in an art residency. Being here in the Helikon Art Center, it's just a great experience for me. with the nature and a lot of different styles of artists from around the world. I'm so grateful to be here. I have some ideas about the project, but I do not have a concrete idea. And now I'm trying to come up with something. And I'm working on the project while I'm here. It just feels great to be here. And I'll see what's going to be next. I really like to work on random stuff. So we will stage. And it's a lovely job that I had. And it's an unfortunate that in 2000...
There's a lot of text in my portfolio, but this piece is hold like traces of body movements. I believe so there are like kind of domestic shapes that like remind you a bit of like this one.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Sarah Bamongo. Je suis née, j'ai grandi en France. J'habite dans une banlieue sud de Paris et j'étudie l'art depuis 4-5 ans. Je travaille avec pas mal de matériaux collectés, de papier, beaucoup de papier. Je fais du bois aussi, de la céramique. Mon travail, il est surtout autour de l'espace, en contact avec l'espace. Donc c'est beaucoup d'installations et j'écris aussi. J'ai passé beaucoup ces derniers mois à écrire et je fais aussi un petit peu de son et je fais aussi un petit peu de vidéo. Et mon travail, il est autour du mouvement. Je crée du mouvement avec les gestes et voilà. Je suis super heureuse d'être ici et de faire partie de cette initiative collective. L'organisation collective, c'est quelque chose qui est très important pour moi et qui m'inspire beaucoup. Du coup, je suis hyper reconnaissante de faire partie de cette résidence organisée par Rubezh aujourd'hui. J'avais un peu de l'intuition en arrivant. Surtout d'écriture parce que j'ai passé beaucoup de temps cette année à écrire de la poésie. J'avais aussi un peu envie de travailler avec de la collecte, mais comme c'est que 2 semaines et qu'on n'a pas beaucoup de... Enfin, je pensais travailler avec de la collecte de sons et peut-être composer quelque chose à partir de ça pour travailler avec l'environnement.
Hello, my name is Jana. I'm Crimean-born multidisciplinary artist. This residency, my first artistic residency, my practice operates in intersection of memory, perception, and embodied experience, where identity is not understood as a fixed structure, but as a continuously reorganized field of internal states. I approach the memory not as a static archive of past events, but as an active, unstable process through which meaning is constantly rewriting by emotions, time, and psychological condition. For this residency, I'm developing a sculptural installation in welding steel alongside a self-portrait from human hair and branch, extending beyond the boundaries of the canvas. I want to translate my current mental state to this work, and this is a state what refuses containment and doesn't belong with any frame.
My name is Alison Klimchuk. I'm an artist here at the Helikon Center, also in collaboration with Rubezh. Originally, I was born in Canada. My parents immigrated in 1994 from Ukraine, which is where my roots are, where my ancestry is. And since my time living in Canada, I have gone back to Ukraine for around 10-12 years every summer. And this is how I really connected to my heritage. And outside of my summers in Ukraine, I went to school at the University of Victoria in the west coast of Canada. I was originally born in Toronto, and now I've been living in Berlin, Germany for the last 4 years. And for me, it was a move to get closer to Ukraine, but also to get closer to my European heritage or quasi-European heritage. That's a bit about my background. How I made it to my connection with Rubezh is quite interesting. I just was connected by the death exhibition, which was happening in Tbilisi. I met Enzo visually and we connected. I was invited to be a part of this great show with amazing artists surrounding the themes of death and migration. I myself have lost my home in Ukraine, and actually 2 now, due to the war in Ukraine. So this is a theme that I'm working with quite often, is death and destruction. I'm dealing with this theme quite often in a personal level, but also on a socio-political level. So I examine quite often city spaces that I am in, for example, Berlin. What I do is I literally walk around the city. I collect parts of demolished buildings, buildings that are being demolished due to gentrification, new urban development, and I collect these pieces of buildings that are across the city spaces, and I literally engrave into them this notion of home and my loss of home that I connect in Ukraine with my house lost in Makariv. So this is the process that I often deal with, is like cycles of destruction and construction, and how these themes are essentially synonymous in the world. Right now I'm also working in collaboration with another artist, Nartalka. She is going to be working along these themes with me, and so we will see what happens. We currently have a space that we are occupying within the residency itself, and this space is usually used as a refuge and as a shelter, and as a home as well, in a sense. And we will be transforming this space into a new idea of home. And yeah, that is basically.
My name's Nartalka, or Nat. I'm from Canada. Like, I grew up in Canada, but I live in Berlin for some years now. And I'm also half Polish from my mother's side, so there's a sort of cultural mix, which I enjoy and I endorse. It helps people have perspective on the differences and similarities of people, and it opens your mind to also be more accepting and understanding of the history of people, the culture of people, and why people become the way that they are. I like to think that I'm a people person. I grew up in Hamilton, Canada, which is an industrial city. I'm thankful for growing up in the city because it taught me a lot about working class people and like the working class struggle, as well as a city of multiculturalism, of people from different backgrounds. I mean, Canada being a colonial country naturally has people from different backgrounds, but I feel this city as well was a city for different immigrants, even refugees. And so with my art practice, a lot of it was more therapeutic, more of a reflection of the realities of whether it's my relationship with my mom or the relationship with the people around me, like friends. And I think naturally then it reflects a working class and immigrant experience. Now, further down the line, the last few years, because of being exposed to different stories, different politics in Berlin, in different cultures and people from different places of the world with their own personal struggles, whether it's war or even escaping, how you say, criminal prosecution, and trying to leave countries that are corrupted or totalitarian. I first met Rubezh and worked with Rubezh a year and a half ago. I was invited to an exhibition in Tbilisi, and there I think it was probably the nicest exhibition I've taken part of. And I don't mean nice in terms of like, you know, some fancy gallery or nice wine. I mean more nice in the fact that it felt very meaningful, and it felt like that the art that I had there, as well as the other art, had power in the sense that it had significance and effect on the people around, the viewers, and where it was and what was happening at the time also. من سینا هستم، تو حوزه هنرهای تجسمی فعالیت میکنم. معمولا کارم با ویدیو آرت هستش و معمولا موضوعی که باش کار میکنم مربوط به هویت، سانسور و خودسانسوری هستش که تقریبا مربوط میشه به تجربه های شخصی که داشتم توی شهرم، تو کشورم و ایران. و روز اولی که اومدم هلیکون، یه چیزی که برام جالب بود این بود که خیلی چیزهای مختلفی برای کشف کردن داشت و یه جورایی این به من کمک میکرد که آزادی بتونم خلق کنم چیزی رو و این به مرور هی تو این چند روز بیشتر شد. به اضافه این که آرتیست های دیگه بودن که هر کدوم از کشورهای مختلف بودن و خیلی ارتباط گرفتم و دیدن کار اونا کمک میکرد به ایده های من، مخصوصا برای پروژه‌ای که قرار اینجا داشته باشم. پروژه من مربوط میشه به زمان جنگ در شهر خرمشهر، شهری که زندگی میکنم، ولی مستقیما مربوط نمیشه به این موضوع. در واقع این یه جورایی مربوط میشه به قبل از جنگ و حافظه‌ای که باقی مونده از چیزایی که از آدما و اتفاقهایی که افتاده، اثری مونده در حالا در این موقعیت زندگیشون در این زمان و سعی میکنم یه جورایی اینو توی کارم به شکل‌های مختلف بتونم نشون بدم.
Hello, my name is Ahmet Ekrem. I'm from Turkey, Kocaeli, and also I'm a part of the Helikon team. And I'm just graduated from Kocaeli University at the television cinema. And actually, my biggest dream to be a group director here. So we and a lot of friends working about these things. We make a lot of different short films and others. Then we just actually, me and my friends always try to improve ourselves. Okay, let's make some scene and let's make some stories. Actually, not make, just film some stories and just recording these. Because actually, it's not about the important thing to be a good director. It's about to be good storyteller. Because every human has some stories, and not everyone cannot get the chance to tell the story about the humanity and the peoples. So actually, we are together, we are good. Every people have some stories, and all the stories have a lot of different information about the humanity and history. So actually, I believe in myself. I believe in my imagination, and I just want to record every different stories in the world. So I'm working with Helikon obviously because every good artists come to Helikon, and it's a big chance for me because I don't need to look around to find some stories. Always stories comes to Helikon. Then I improve myself a lot of different artists in Helikon. Actually, I really appreciate the Orhan because of everything's happened because of his jobs and Helikons too also. Then actually my fate change. Everyone have focus on the point about their lives. Then mine is opening with Lena actually, because when I just met with Lena, I just realized, okay, I really want to make some art things. Don't like record some coffee shops to others. I really want to feel that my emotions and my feelings, and I just really inspiring me. She's really inspiring me about this. And when I just learn about the Rubezh, come to Helikon, I'm really interested too. Then okay, let's make some collaboration. And if you just watch some videos, Instagram or YouTube, we are making together. And I'm so happy to be here with a lot of good artists, because I learn a lot of different techniques, a lot of different worldwide, and a lot of different landscapes about the humanity mind. So I think it's really good for me. Then I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, my name is Alsu. I'm a curator of this residency and this exhibition. And Arhan, you know Arhan, everyone knows Arhan. Thank you, Arhan and Helikon, for the opportunity to take part. The theme of this exhibition and the residency is the lost world. And when I was choosing the theme, I was thinking about Helikon, because I think Helikon is a lost world too. The lost world, it has different meanings, like the one is more metaphorical, like the world that should be found, like a hidden world, some conceptions, maybe it exists or not exists, but it is not very easy to find it. And the other meaning is something more historical, like the history of all the planet, all the people, or personal history, like the world that doesn't exist anymore, but we can feel nostalgia or interest towards it. Yes, and that's why I'm thinking that Helikon is the lost world, but because it is not very easy to find it, but it is like a hidden treasure, and it has a very rich history because of Arhan and all the participants. So in this area, like in the yard, we're facing with historical and mythological part of the lost world. For example, this is a work of Artyom. It's about the ancient god of war.
About like entities that lives throughout all humanity history and provokes it to do some things. So you can call it demon, you can call it God, and
niye bilmiyorum ama benim için hayat bir tık daha depresif ve karanlık bir yer. Acaba Alice Harikalar Diyarı biraz daha karanlık bir yer olsaydı ve biraz daha distopik bir yer olsaydı, yeteri kadar distopik bulmadığım için nasıl olurdu diye bir çalışma yapmak istedim. Burada da Canlı'ya da teşekkür ederim benim modelim olduğu için.
The next work is made by me and Alexei, and it is also about recursion, something like a life circle that giving a source that giving birth and death in one moment.
Yes, I will just add a few words to what Alsu said. So the costume is inspired by a tradition in Romania that we call the New Year's Eve's goat. And yeah, the idea is that different, usually young people, young guys, dress up in these mythological costumes that resemble a goat, and the goat is indeed a symbol for the new year, for new harvest, for bountiful, food, all of that.
Başka dünyalar, şu dünya işte böyle toplumsal olaylara pek girmedim. Sadece kendi hayatımdan, kendi yaşamımdaki kayıp dünya ya da kaybolmayan dünyayı buraya koydum. Heybemdekiler diye bir çalışma. Bunu biliyorsunuz. Atların üzerine konulur. İşte göçebe toplumlarda gidecekleri yere ihtiyaçları olan her şey bunun içinde olur.
This is Helikon's Madonna. And I created her as a one who will pray for the safety of this place, because this place is very precious for me, and I really would like this place stay untouched.
I have sea library, and this organ try to search new words, and this is part of some sea creatures for searching new worlds, but experiment was failed, and it started to create other worlds, and they all was broken, and so this experiment failed, and it means maybe we don't need to create new worlds.
Usually I'm thinking about memory as something that never stays complete. Actually, we don't remember the past as a whole. We only keep fragments that remain in every day in life.
It is an artwork of Leila, who is not with us right now, as I see. This work is about Iranian Persian history and mythology. It is a bridge, one of the oldest bridges in Iran, and it is called Abzu or Apsu. It is the name of the god of mineral water.
I work with the symbols and metaphors, and in this installation I think of fabric as similar to our skin, and as our body, our skin keeps traces of our life experience. You can see the fabric, which all in holes, injuries, and I made it with the candles.
This work, it was my first time working with marble. Normally I work with founded materials, really broken and fragile, the paper and textile. And this piece is about the nails. And what interests me is how precious they are. They are kind of a symbol because they cannot be used and they're all bent.
I approach the memory not as a static archive of past events, but as an active, unstable process through which meaning is constantly rewriting by emotions and time. And this work asks the question, first of all, our selves is never isolated, and what we take with us, then we live. This question, what asks this work?
Like a world which we actually lost, where we had a lot of connection with the nature. It's very important for me, the nature around us, since we so eagerly destroy stuff like that, destroy forests, destroy rivers. It hurts me a lot when I see this happening, and unfortunately I cannot stop seeing it.
Title of the work is Sing Me to Sleep. So as you could see, there are a lot of symbols and formulas around the walls. They are numerical statistics for warfare, and they describe the sort of absurdity that is felt when the number of casualties during warfare accumulate, and how we sort of lose our sensibility and our understanding of humanity when a statistic or a number replaces a life or a house, for example.
And another point is that I think the way that I create my imagery is more of a coping mechanism of like tapping into the child that wants the best for the world but is still struggling to live within it. That's what.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.